Welcome to my Practicum portfolio for Rec 250, Canada College. My name is Dan McNeil, and what did I want to be when I grew up? Do you know what you wanted to be when you grew up? Certainly might have changed a lot. I didn't even know come grade 12 what I wanted to be. But when I moved out of the house and moved into the city of Toronto, I got an amazing job and career in luxury retail. I was pretty much a diamond mule, but doing different jobs. I worked for a great American company, Tiffany Company, and I also worked for the great Canadian company, Maison Burks. It was a great way to learn high-end customer service skills that I truly believed could be transferable, especially into when I changed careers. And of course, change is very, very good. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. Thank you, Jim Rohn, for that quote, because it is so true. And now, finally at 55, I'll be a rec aide. As you can see with my LinkedIn contact information, I work at Chartwell Long-Term Care Home. Of course, went to Canada College. You can check me out and learn more about myself, which would be great. I'd love to add you in, because the more people we have in our network, the better it is. So in regards to my practicum experience, something I'm very proud of is my residents and their collaboration on working on an ongoing project of a bulletin board. We try to change it with themes, and we try to do it monthly. And here's an example of this. The home area work on is the lock secured unit. It is called McLaughlin Bay. Hence the winter one was called McBaby. It's cold outside. As you can see, the residents' faces have been blanked out for privacy reasons, but they all got to color in their own snowsuits and their hats, and we got to put it on the board with a photograph of their face, so they actually felt like it was them. Made it a lot of fun. It was quite enjoyable. So we carried that theme over into February, where they got to do their own Cupids, and that was just as much fun. Into March, we did a three-dimensional interactive bulletin board. The residents cut up the paper strips, stapled them together into rings, attached the rings actually together, and made a rainbow with a big, humongous tissue paper cloud. We also made a 3D-dimensional pot of gold. And if you look at the pot of gold, you can see that we actually had plastic little gold coins in it that people could take as part of the interactive component. They could take those for their own good luck. For the now, for the month of April and for the Easter spring season, residents have been copying their handprints, and we're actually turning those into bunnies to add to the bulletin board. So for something for themselves, they're very proud of what they do. They like showing off their bulletin board to anybody going by. It's a great way for the rest of the building to see that the residents living with Alzheimer's, dementia, and behavior issues are just like anyone else, and they're very talented. So I'm very proud of that. My practicum experience in regards to barriers, what have I experienced and how I overcame it. I like when I start my shift, I actually like to always say hello to everyone, make eye contact with them, give them the human touch by shaking their hands. Some residents who are nonverbal will actually still reach out their hand because they know the process, and it actually lets them know that programs are about to start. So it's a great way to sort of start every shift off. Along that line, every Sunday, to kind of reach the spiritual domain of the resident, the rec team will host a hymn sing type sing along. And what that involves is putting a DVD on. And what I've seen is most cases, rec members will actually just walk away and go do something else and just play it for the residents. But for me, that's not interactive. That's not really providing an activity for them. It's just popping in a movie or a DVD. So I've got a microphone. I started singing with them, passing it to them so they could sing. We do a lot of clapping, and it becomes very, very enjoyable, very interactive. And the best part is we've done this too. How can you go wrong with Sister Act? Here we go. Big number. It's a lot of fun. We totally enjoyed it. Call me Mr. Dress Up Maybe. I've dressed up for Pink Shirt Day, Robbie Burns Day. One of my favorite programs is an ice cream social where I dress up as the ice cream man. And how do I get the residents to come to that? Well, first off, I walk through all the hallways playing this music. They come out of their rooms. They all meet up with me in the family room because everybody knows this sound and loves to have ice cream. So it's actually quite a lot of fun. I enjoy that program very, very much. Costumes do break down barriers. St. Patrick's Day was a lot of fun for the residents. And what we've been doing every decade is every month we've been picking a decade. And so this month we decided to do the 1930s. And of course, the iconic movie was The Wizard of Oz. And here is the rec team and it's with everybody dressed up as a character from The Wizard of Oz. Of course, my boss there is the only, she's wearing the yellow brick road. It's the only time we could actually get to walk all over her, which was fun. So practicum experience regards to client focus. I'm going to tell you a story about a resident of mine who is in the secured unit. She has diabetes, Alzheimer's. She's very exit seeking, and she has a lot of anxiety. One day I tried, and I've tried it a few times now. We've actually left and did a one-on-one walk around the building. On the inside, we've traveled it through the 3 different floors. It got her quite a bit tired. We also went to visit a Portuguese-speaking lady because my resident does not speak any English. So it actually helped to translate what's going on with her and make her feel a lot more comfortable. When we brought her back to the home unit, she was much more relaxed and calm, and it was much better than giving her a narcotic solution to calm her. So because I'm the only one that does that, I thought, you know, it's best that I actually put it in her care plan so that other people may be able to do it. So it was my first time doing adding something different to a care plan. I've done MDS coding before, but this was definitely something new for me to do. So her focus was coping with her anxiety. The new focus was to have the resident feel calmer with fewer signs of agitation. And the intervention is exactly what I said. One-on-one strolls off the home neighborhood for a change of scenery, a visit with a co-resident in another neighborhood who speaks the same language, make the resident feel much calmer. So this is my first time doing a care plan like this. I have other residents who also have high anxiety and create behaviors. And I've tried this too, taking them off the home area and going for a little bit of a tour and a walk around. And it seems to work. So I will be adding this to a couple more residents care plan, just so that other members of the full team, the recreation team, RPNs, BSOs, PSWs, they know, in case I'm not there, that this is one of the great ways to assist with the resident and not go the narcotic route. So basically, I would just like to say that we like to make lives better and keep smiling. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again.